So somebody needs to hear this. The Talmud is not Christian in the least bit. No siree, none whatsoever. In fact, there are two Talmuds. There's the Babylonian Talmud and there's also the Jerusalem Talmud. The Babylonian Talmud was completed about half a century after Christ, and the Jerusalem Talmud was completed about 400 years after the Babylonian Talmud. So a lot of rabbis will say the Babylonian Talmud is more holy or more inspired. And what the Talmud is rabbis who want to skirt the law. Oh, I want to marry this person over here, but God says I can't. So they debate back and forth until they figure out a way to get out of it, to get out of God's holy word. Oh, looky here. If we look at the minute little nuances of everything, we can kind of twist it to where, oh, looky here, I can marry whoever I want. Ta-da! And they do this by their traditions, their oral traditions, their oral understandings, which God so vehemently said, no, you're wrong. Christ, the Godhead, all said, that is so wrong. You cannot do that. In fact, if you go over here to Mark 7 and 8, for laying aside the commandment of God, ye hold to the traditions of men, as the washing of pots and cups, and many other such things you do. And he that said them full well, ye reject the commandment of God, that you keep your own tradition. Well, that's what the Talmud is. It's their own tradition. It's their own oral understanding. And yes, it is really, really bad. And especially that part about if you go to the Sanhedrin, read the Sanhedrin from, let's say, 39 and go on to finish the rest of the volume. It is not good. And yes, it does have in there that they think it's okay that they can have sexual inappropriate relations with a 3-year-old as long as they're a 3-year-old in a day. But it's worse than that if you actually read it. It says you can do that with a oh shit, what is it? Proselyte. With a proselyte, which is somebody who's a goy, whose family had converted to Judaism. That is okay. That young child is okay to defile and have and horribly mutilate, but their own children, no, you can't do that. It has to be a proselyte. So yeah, it's way worse than what you could ever imagine. But in putting this video out, and I'll probably take it down after a week or two, I want somebody to understand that Christianity has nothing to do with the Talmud, regardless what a delusional person who thinks that they are the bride of Christ thinks it's a holy book. It isn't. It is not. It's a tradition, oral tradition of men. It is that. It is not an inspired work of God, regardless what Charlie Kirk says. Anyway, folks, just want to put that out. No, the Talmud has no place in Christianity. Also, the Talmud has no place in traditional Judaism. In fact, modern Judaism is younger than Christianity because it's a cult. Anyway, folks, just want to put that stuff out there. And as always, please read that scripture and have a fantastic day.